Hello and welcome to the beautiful ancient city of Odense, Denmark's third largest city, which is perhaps best known as the birthplace of Hans Christian Andersen, the world-famous author of poems and children's fairy tales. And for a 13th consecutive year, Odense has played host to the Denmark Open, one of the oldest tournaments in the sport of badminton. And this year, the Denise Denmark Open is the 20th of 27 tournaments on the HSBC BWF World Tour and the third of 5 Super 750 events. And as you can see, it really is a global tour with events spanning right across the world, from America to Europe to Asia and Oceania, all culminating in the World Tour Finals in Guangzhou in December. Well, it's finals day today and all 5 finals for you this afternoon, and we're starting with the women's singles. And Nozomi OKUHARA, the former world champion, is up against TAI Tzu Ying, the defending champion and current world #1 in her 3rd Denmark Open final in 4 years. Then it's mixed doubles, and Jordan and Octavianti, the #6 seeds in their 6th World Tour Tournament final, still looking for their first ever title as a pair. They're up against the former world #1s, Wang Yilu and Huang Dongping, in their 9th final this year. Then it's women's doubles and the former champion, Jung Kyung-eun, with her new partner, Baek Ha-na. They're up against the 2017 world champions, Chen Qing-cheng and Jia Yi-fan. Then men's doubles, and it's an all-Indonesian affair. Gideon and Sukamuljo, the defending champions in their 3rd consecutive final here at the Denmark Open, are up against Hassan and Setiawan, the reigning and 3-time world champions. Then we finish with men's singles, and Kinto Momota, the defending champion and reigning world champion, in his 10th final in only his 13th tournament of the year. He's up against the Olympic champion Chen Long, the 4-time former winner here in Denmark. Well, with women's singles being our first final of the day, a chance for us to look at the HSBC Race to Guangzhou standings, and I can tell you that the top 6 on that list have contested an incredible 22 World Tour Tournament finals between them this year. Well, after this week in Denmark, I can tell you that Chen Yufei, who very sadly had to retire from her semi-final yesterday, will in fact go up to #1, pushing Ratchanok Intanon down to #2. The #4 and 5 on that list are the 2 finalists from today, TAI Tzu Ying and Nozomi OKUHARA, and it's quite simple. Whoever wins will go to #3, and whoever loses today's final will go to #4, which means that Akane Yamaguchi, currently #3, will go down 2 places to #5. Well, as far as the women's singles draw is concerned, by quarterfinal stage, we had 3 Japanese players and only 3 seeds, 1 in the top half of the draw. But I can tell you, we started the tournament with 5 former finalists, including 4 former champions. And 2 of those former champions lost in the very first round, the #1 seed Akane Yamaguchi and the #8 seed Saina Nehwal. It meant that by quarterfinal stage there was only 1 former finalist, and that was the defending champion, TAI Tzu Ying. And as you can see, by semi-final stage, the 3 seeds in the quarterfinal have made it through to the semi-final, and 4 different players from 4 different nations. And it's the 5th consecutive year that that has happened here at the Denmark Open. But it has set up an intriguing final. The former world champion, Nozomi OKUHARA, against the current world #1, TAI Tzu Ying. Well, I'm Jill Clark, delighted to say that sitting alongside me is the former champion, 8-time former winner of the Denmark Open.
We are now ready for the countdown.
Welcome, Morgan. What great final lineup we've got.
Absolutely, and thank you very much. Yeah, it's a great day, and what a lineup we have. And I particularly looking forward to this women's singles, I must say. I think it's quite intriguing. And it's obviously very odd to see that TAI Tzu Ying is only seeded #4.
Yes, yes, but just to explain that very quickly before the players come in, is that the seeding was done a few weeks ago when she was #4 in the world, and since then she's returned to #1. But here is Nozomi OKUHARA, the 2017 world champion. Silver medalist at the World Championships earlier this year in Basel. Olympic bronze medalist, former All England champion. Her list of achievements goes on.
And winner of Malaysia and defending champion of Denmark Open, TAI Tzu Ying.
TAI Tzu Ying, the defending champion, in her third final here in 4 years. Not only won the title last year, but she was beaten in the final 3 years ago when she lost out to Akane Yamaguchi, who, as I was telling you, was the #1 seed this year and lost in the very first round. So these two players, two very experienced and two very different players as far as style is concerned, but we'll talk more about that in a moment, because this, as you can see, is the 10th meeting between these two players. Of the previous 9, TAI Tzu Ying has the slight edge, having won 5 of them. The last time they met was the final of the Singapore 500 event earlier this year. It was 2 straight games, as you saw, 21-19, 21-15 in 41 minutes. In fact, it's the 3rd meeting in a final. The first time they ever met was at the Hong Kong Open of 2014, and that was the final.
And we were there.
We were there. And I can tell you that in finals, TAI Tzu Ying has a 2-love lead over her opponent of today. Okuhara was born in Nagano, 24 years of age, and has been as high as 2. Spent a total of 17 weeks as world #2 across 4 different spells. But she is a player who is playing in her 5th final this year, but astonishingly hasn't actually won a title this year. Her 4 previous finals she's lost, but she's had to battle in the first round against Busanan Ongbangarangpan of Thailand, then beat Han Yue, then Zhang Beiwen, and in the semi-final beat the reigning Olympic champion Carolina Marin, back from knee surgery. Needed 1 hour and 15 minutes to come through against the left-handed Spaniard. So to her opponent, TAI Tzu Ying, the defending champion, enjoying her 141st week in total as world #1. Making her 9th appearance here, and this her 3rd final in 4 years. This her 5th final of the year in only her 10th tournament, so that's a 50% success rate as far as getting through to finals is concerned. Just 27 minutes in her first match against Jindapon, then beat Michelle Lee in 2 straight games, then Okori, the left-hander from Japan, and in yesterday's semi-final, in a repeat of the All England final, the #2 seed Chen Yufei tragically had to retire injured at 14-11. Went over very badly on her ankle. Malia Komuru of Indonesia, our umpire for this one, and our service judge Garcia from Peru. Well, it did look a horrific injury to Chen Yufei yesterday. I know, Morton, you were commentating on that, but I'm sure you join me in sending our best wishes to Chen Yufei for a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. That did not look good, and hopefully she's not in need of surgery or anything and will come back slowly, but we're all crossing fingers.
Yeah, very much so. Well, this should be a terrific final. As Morton said, one he was especially looking forward to, and I can certainly concur with that. I'm looking forward to all 5 finals, but this, what a final to start with.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Nozomi Okuhara, Japan. And on my left, TAI Tzu Ying, Chinese Taipei. TAI Tzu Ying is a level play.
So umpire Komaro calls for play to get started. The defending champion, TAI Tzu Ying, gets play underway against the former world champion, Nozomi OKUHARA. Now, Morton, in my introduction, I said both very experienced players, but I said very different in their styles.
Yes.
Please elaborate for us.
We've spoken, singing the praise of TAI Tzu Ying, the way she plays in terms of movement on court and, of course, technical abilities. She covers the court really well and is playing extraordinary shots, as what we just saw here. That is fantastic. This is obviously the trademark of TAI Tzu Ying. On the other hand, we have possibly one of the best retrieving players in the game on the other side of the net in Nozomi OKUHARA. But what I like particular in this tournament is that we've seen OKUHARA being more aggressive, and especially from her around the head situation. Now, she missed that one, but the attacks down the line, the half smashes, the slices and the full smashes are so much better in this tournament.
No wonder. I think this is going to be an intriguing final.
It is. And let's hope it's living up to the expectations.
That is over. 1-3.
Oh, she's missed it. Well, she's challenging.
Nozomi OKUHARA challenges, call out.
Well, whether it was in or whether she's missed it, another one that just emphasises what you were talking about, the fact that, oh, she did get it. Great challenge too, just caught the line.
Yes.
Yes, she is being more adventurous, because I think you and I were talking, wasn't it in China, when we said she wasn't going near enough to the line, she wasn't putting her opponent under enough pressure.
Yeah, it's like she was thinking that playing well within the lines is enough. But when you play at this level, it's not.
No.
Beautiful skills once again here from TAI Tzu Ying. Try to have a look at this. Just delaying it, and OKUHARA completely stranded between the net and the back line there. Don't know where to go.
Missed it.
Yeah. Got to watch out for the sideways drift there. It's not a lot, just a little bit.
Yes, well, if you haven't been with us earlier in the week, we've missed out big time, because we've seen some great badminton, but we have been talking all week about the sideways drift from right to left as we look down on the court, and a little bit of lengthways drift as well. So the shuttle flying a little bit faster, we think, a tiny bit faster, going towards the far end of the court.
Yeah, at the moment, according to previous experiences, TAI Tzu Ying should play the fast end at the moment.
Yeah.
Service over. 3-6.
Yeah, and that's just showing that she's got to be very careful with her clears or pushes or lifts to the back of the court, because that is liable to happen with this little bit of drift.
Yeah, one always have to consider that a shuttle is not more than 5 grams.
Yeah.
So it doesn't take a lot to be moved.
Yeah.
Service over. 7-4.
Oh, yes.
And that has been very successful in this tournament. That cross-court smash as well from the forehand side, as we just saw it. It's more crisp. It's got more edge to it. Look at that. That's a good shot. and not a shot that we have seen very often from Okuhara. And she's got to keep that one in, and you can almost sense it that TAI Tzu Ying is attacking that deep forehand corner of Okuhara, and it's been very successful so far.
Good fortune for which she apologises immediately. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah. Another one.
Yeah.
Good play there by Okuhara, getting it away from the net. See, that's the one. Another good smash down the line from the around the head situation, and a lot closer to the line this time.
6-10.
Well, this is a fourth Super 750 event that Okuhara has reached the final of, but still looking for her first title at 750 level. Oh, did a full pirouette there with that backhand, TAI Tzu Ying. On the other hand, TAI Tzu Ying has won titles at all 4 different levels of the HSBC BWF World Tour, which only came into existence last year.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Ready to pounce.
Yes.
Sheer threat, forcing her opponent into error.
It's a nice follow-up. And she can see it's really tight, and that's why she's moving forward straight away. That's very good awareness. For Okuhara, and I suppose all opponents of TAI Tzu Ying know if you can stick with it for long enough, because she loves to hit winners, does the world #1. And if her winners don't come off, sometimes she is liable to then spray a few errors around, isn't she? She is, and she's in a spell like that just at the moment. And when she was 10-6 up, I think, oh, this might be very straightforward for TAI Tzu Ying. But I also thought, you know, if you're the opponent of TAI Tzu Ying, you just stick to it, because perhaps these run of errors are coming.
Yeah.
And we've just seen it, and now it's 10-all.
Yeah. Well, a run of 5 straight points.
That was the slice down the line.
But it is the world #1 who has a 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval during the opening day. Well, Morten, the other day I asked you who had was the last player to win 2 titles here, and you got it right. Or was it Steen, I asked?
I think Steen got it right, because it's Lisa Ray.
Yeah.
But I've just checked up on that. I'm sorry, I did it. I do admit.
Yeah. Lisa Ray, who's just announced her retirement early this week, won in 2014 and 15. But who is the most prolific women's singles winner with 8 titles, along shares the record with you as the number of singles titles, and it's going back a long time ago. That's my clue.
Lena Kuben?
No, Lena had 5 titles. Camilla Martin, 6 titles.
No.
Play.
I need a moment on that one.
It's interesting as well. Not only is Nozomi OKUHARA using more aggression from the back of the court, I think she's using more disguise from the front.
She is. There's more variety into it as well. She is working on her game, there is no doubt about it. We have seen signs on occasions, but we were a little bit disappointed at the China Open, you and I, that she was just keeping it a little bit too safe.
Yeah.
Service over. 12-11.
Was the drift more pronounced in China? Is that perhaps why she was doing that? It was certainly, I mean...
It was more windy conditions than here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's good pressure by OKUHARA.
Yeah, and interesting that TAI Tzu Ying, after the rally, immediately turning and asking her coaches, should I have left it? Was it going to go wide or long?
I'm still thinking. And I can see you are very amused.
Well, it's a long. Think back to the first. The Denmark Open has been going since 1935. We've got to go back a long way. It was a Dane.
Tony M.
That might have been her married name.
Yeah.
Tony Olsen? Same person? No?
Yeah, okay. Are we in trouble?
13.
I was sort of digging really deep down here somewhere.
Yeah.
But we will look it up.
That's nice. Oh, what a shot. Didn't she play one of those, the very first rally of the match?
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first one when I was talking about she's got very nice technical skills.
Yeah.
She just did that shot at the same time and I said, yeah.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Yeah, brilliant.
And it's such a delight to watch.
Oh, that's going wide. Yep.
17-13.
4 straight points for TAI Tzu Ying, the number 4 seed. Going wide.
Yeah.
Service over. 14-17.
So TAI Tzu Ying have had her fair share of injuries this year, but I think it can be a blessing in disguise for her in some ways, because her world ranking at the moment is only based on 14 tournaments, which means I think she's pacing herself quite nicely for the the Tokyo Olympics.
Yeah, good rally. I absolutely agree with you on that. I think there's been too many players. We touched on it yesterday during the semi-finals, that so many players chasing so many points and let's play all the tournaments. Of course, the top committed players are required to play all these top tournaments, so there basically isn't a choice on it. But the fact that this has only had 10th tournament, that's brilliant, utterly brilliant. Only had 10th tournament of the year, but a 5th final.
Yeah.
So, yes, her success rate is very, very high.
It is, and I think, as I say, she's pacing herself. She's keeping the hunger. She's not stressing herself too much. And I think that will be kind of perfect preparation for her.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about players chasing points, I think that some of the players are chasing unnecessary points, and they have to be more careful how they choose. But look at that. Good play here by Okuhara.
Yeah. Good smash straight down the backhand side, then changing it up, going down the forehand side. Good tactical awareness. Oh, my goodness. Well, she's not the tallest of athletes.
No, she needed another inch or two.
That's 5'1½".
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you consider her size and how well she covers the court, you are just amazed.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, great follow-up from Okuhara.
17-8-19.
It's going right. That's a good, solid shot from TAI Tzu Ying on this high serve, on that return of serve. You know, it's not going too crazy, it's not anything, but I think it's very solidly played.
So it's first game point opportunity for TAI Tzu Ying. And that's gone wide. Opening game to the current world #1, TAI Tzu Ying, and defending champion here at the Denisa Denmark Open. 21-17. 18 minutes of play. Japanese coaches Park Givon and Choi Sang-bum. Well, some truly wonderful images there Well, certainly Okuhara's coaches spending some considerable time, and it appeared to be
Second game.
tactical talk.
Love all. Play.
Tai Tzu Ying. One game to the good. But Morton, I'm not sure that necessarily Okuhara needs to change her tactics. I think it was just a couple of points here and there that changed the momentum.
Yeah, and I will stick to it.
Yeah.
In all honesty, I don't think it's been a failure at all. It's just a matter of, as you say, a few points either side, and then that's it. So,
Yeah.
you know, stick to it and believe in what you're doing.
Oh, it's gone wide. I was about to say that's a great shot. But it did get, it shows how much it's taken with the drift on that sideways.
1.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's probably a few inches.
Oh, net ball.
That is over. 2, 1.
Right now, you can get your face pins in our kit zone. So go to the zone to get a credit flower.
Yeah, good approach here by Okuhara.
That is over.
Kit zone.
2, all.
That's good shots. Two good shots there from Okuhara. Very, very tight. And look at that one.
She played at a good pace in that rally too, didn't she?
Good pace, but very, very sharp. Good edge on her shots. Except perhaps the last one, and that was the winner.
Oh, my goodness. Well, how on earth Tai Tzu Ying extended the rally by the extra shot, I don't know. What a lovely play from Okuhara. But look at this. How on earth did Tai Tzu Ying get that one back?
Yeah, forced her opponent to play an extra shot, and you'd never know what's happening. And I like that attitude. Great attitude here from Tai Tzu Ying.
Oh, it looks to me as if she changed her mind on that.
5.
Seemed to hesitate with her net shot there, Tai Tzu Ying.
Imagine you have so many options you can play, and then, of course, on occasions you get in doubt of what
Yeah.
you want to do.
Behind.
That is over. 3, 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the lift was getting way too short.
5.
Are all forced here from Tai Tzu Ying. Played a solid rally
And that one playing back to the net when she
from
was-
a very low position.
Exactly. She looked as if she was going to lift it. What a super shot.
Service over. 6-4.
Oh, indecision from Okuhara.
Service over.
Yeah, but she knows, she's blaming herself. She knows that the drift is keeping it in. And that's what she's indicating to herself after the shot, trying to have a look if we see it. The next, look at that, that one there. Remember the drift.
Yeah, comes back in.
Unsighted.
Well, line judge saying unsighted.
It's out.
I saw that as out too, Morton. Or as we wait for Hawkeye, of course, the last player from Japan to win this title was Yamaguchi in 2016, clearly out as you can see. But prior to that,
It was Yuki,
Yuki,
1976 or something.
76, 43 years ago.
I just remember because she was coming, she was one of the big stars as when I sort of started to play international badminton. So I remember those kind of things. Hiro Yuki.
And the only other Japanese player to win the women's singles
7.
prior to that,
I cannot.
Takagi.
No, cannot.
Noriko Takagi won 2 titles, 66 and 70. Hiroyuki actually won 4 titles.
Yeah, but she was such a stylish player as well.
Yeah. That's a good smash.
Service over. 8-6.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Service over. 7.
literally
8.
threaded it down the line.
Again, good pressure on the deep forehand corner there from TAI Tzu Ying. And then, of course, setting up a good opportunity for her.
So the defending champion back level. But not for long.
Service over. 9-8.
I so like the sportsmanship between these two players.
Yes.
You know, one is asking for the shuttle to be changed, we change it. How they deliver the shuttle to one another, how they apologize, is such great sportsmanship all the way through these two players. And it's such a delight to watch.
I couldn't agree more.
No screaming, no all these aggressive celebrations and all that. It's just delightful.
Good flick serve. Yeah, force the error.
10-9.
Oh, that's deep forehand corner again. very, very flat disguise push from TAI Tzu Ying. And it means she's on a run of 3 straight points, has a 2-point advantage at the mid-game interval here in the second game. Morton, I don't know if you can still hear me with all the stadium music going on.
I can hear
But
you.
it's interesting to me. Of course, it's the second time that Okuhara has played against TAI Tzu Ying in a final this year. But prior to this, her 4 previous finals against 4 different players. Of course, Singapore against her opponent of today, Australian Open against Chen Yufei, Japan Open against her teammate Yamaguchi, and the World Championships she lost to Pusala Venkata Sindhu. So it's not that she's struggling with just one opponent.
Or one style of play.
One style of play. She's just, so far this year, just been falling short of those titles.
Yeah, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But, you know, you have to admire the attitude, the never say die attitude. And she's just out there trying the next one and the next one. And you have to admire that.
Very much so. Oh, lovely shot.
12-9.
But she's got to be careful now, Nozomi Okuhara. Because if the gap is getting too great now, it will be very, very tough for her to catch up.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
nothing happened.
No,
She
she
was
was all right. She was skidding towards the net post, and after
yeah, what we saw yesterday.
Jia Yifan
Yeah.
crashing into the net post and needing medical attention afterwards.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
Yeah, I just felt a little bit nervous there. Yeah. But she's fine. I was talking about James Blake, the tennis player that skidded into the net. The reason I always remember him is because two reasons. Tragic thing happening there, but he was voted the sexiest man in the world by People magazine. Do you know that?
No, I don't follow that. To be very honest, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't disagree either.
Good attack down the line there. See, once again, pressure in that deep forehand corner.
TAI Tzu Ying is up the pace here, hasn't she? My goodness. That's going wide.
Oh, yeah. Good
What
recovery.
a rally.
Good
What
recovery.
a rally. Brilliant. Fabulous badminton.
Yeah, we have to applaud it.
And the longest rally of the match so far. 40 incredible shots. Look at that. Skidded, slide into the defence, still got it back, controlled it well.
But looking at the Japanese bench, I think they're seeing the writing on the wall. I think they're very concerned.
Yes,
Well, I'm not surprised. This is 6 straight points from 8-9 down for TAI Tzu Ying to go 14-9 up.
14-9.
Oh, no. That's brilliant. That is just amazing.
Yeah, it's so beautiful because try to look at how she's stepping into it, stepping forward when she's playing the shot. There she goes.
Yeah,
Total control.
beautiful, beautiful. Oh, and then the lucky net quarter. And you're right, immediately the hand up in apology.
16-9.
But this is 8 straight points now.
Yeah, Okuhara won that rally. She should have won it on the net shot. Instead, it was on this drive smash. But she had a very good opportunity at the net to kill it, but she got late on it, and therefore the quality was not good enough.
Well, she's really exposing the vulnerability of the former world champion in that deep forehand corner, isn't she? Putting under a lot of pressure. Another one down to forehand side of Okuhara. 10 of the last 11 points.
Service over, 11-18.
Oh, it's landed in.
It's in.
It's come back in.
12-18. Play.
Oh, what athletic movement.
That's out.
$13-18.
Yeah, indecision.
Well, in the men's singles semi-final, the last match on last night, Chen Long came back from an 8-point deficit, 5-13 down, but 10-18 down as she was a moment ago. Can she come back? That's a different proposition, isn't it?
It is. That's a lot worse.
Simply because your opponent doesn't need that many more points, 3 to be precise.
That's out. Way out.
Yeah. 2 points away from her second consecutive title here at the Denmark Open for TAI Tzu Ying.
Oh. She did well there. Oi, 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 oi.
Brilliant. Well, you just never know what shot she's going to play. And as you said earlier, Morten, she's got so many options. She's got such a skill level. But now on the verge of victory. 6 match points.
Oh, reverse backhand.
Yeah, reverse slice, straight backhand. Drop shot in the final rally to win her second consecutive Denmark Open title. TAI Tzu Ying, gracious in victory. And as you say, Morten, the match played in great spirit between these two great badminton players.
21-14.
This, the final rally. That was the reverse slice. Straight backhand drop.
And that's the winner.
In a moment, we will commence with a prize-giving ceremony in the women's singles category.
21-17, 21-14. And when you consider she was 8-9 down in the second game, that was extraordinary. Second half to that second game from TAI Tzu Ying. Their confirmation, 21-17, 21-14. And the title remains with TAI Tzu Ying. A third title of the year to go with the Malaysian Open. That was a 750 event. And the Singapore Open Super 500 event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now ready for the women's
And for Nozomi OKUHARA, we have Despair Awards, 5th final of the year, and 5th time she's had to settle for second best.
While we're waiting, Jill, I can tell you that I've been looking it up. It is Tony M. It's the same person.
Well done, Maud.
The silver medalist is from Japan, Nozomi OKUHARA.
Nozomi OKUHARA. 5th time this year. She's had to settle for second best.
Presented by Victor with a final score of 21-17, 21-14. The Denisa Denmark Open 2019, presented by Victor, medals and trophy are presented by Jeff Chen, President of Victor Global.
TAI Tzu Ying. Yeah. A big smile because our Master of Ceremonies forgot to announce her name. But it's a name that everybody knows in the sport of badminton.
And a small hesitation on the score as well.
Her second consecutive Denmark Open title. Her third final in 4 years here in Odense. World #1, approaching her best form.
Are presented by Ms. Anja Slot, Marketing Manager, Total Denmark. The local gifts and flowers are presented by Søren Vindel, Deputy Mayor of Odense. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner from Chinese Taipei, TAI Tzu Ying.
TAI Tzu Ying of Chinese Taipei. A big smile as she retains the Denmark Open title.
Ladies and gentlemen, your medalist at the Denisa 2019 Denmark Open presented by Victor. There will be a short interview with the winner.
I know it's announced that we will have an interview with the winner. I would like to have an interview with both of them because I know that Okuhara is really trying to speak English as well. And I think it's lovely that she's trying.
Yes.
So, you know, creating these personalities that we so need in badminton.
TAI Tzu Ying, you have been so good at this tournament, won in straight games. How are you feeling about winning and your own level?
今天还是比较顺利的，今天打得特别好，然后相对来说，还是比较顺利，2局就结束了比赛。然后你今天的状态如何？感觉如何？现在？
我自己其实很享受在这边比赛的每一天，然后每天比赛的时候大家都很支持我，所以我今天很高兴可以赢得了比赛，然后再次在这里得到大家的支持，然后赢得冠军。
I've been always happy to play in Denmark. I like the facility here, the people here, and I always feel a lot of support from the audience. So I'm really happy again to actually win again in Denmark in Odense.
Back-to-back champion here in Odense. What is it that fits her so well playing in this arena?
今天呢是你卫冕之战，然后你觉得今天卫冕成功以后，你觉得在这个环境上面有什么好说？特别是比如说在这个场馆来说，是不是对你又特别了一些呢？
我觉得在这个场馆比赛就是很好的感觉吧，因为就是在下场的时候觉得就是真的是大家的焦点全部都放在你身上，所以我其实很享受这种感觉。
Yeah, it's hard to say, but it's hard to describe. But I just have a really good feeling like playing here, and I can just feel that I have all the attention, focus, and support from the audience. So it's just super great.
Congratulations, TAI Tzu Ying.
Yes, very well spoken indeed by our champion, TAI Tzu Ying. It's a very intimate arena here in Odense. The fans are very close, and I'm sure they'll support the next final, which is mixed doubles. And it's Praveen Jordan and Nalati Octavianti, the number 6 seeds, up against the former world number 1s, Wang Yilu and Wang Dongping.